Yo, what's going on, man? Y'all come on off in here. What's good, bro? Y'all get on up in here about to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. It's Wednesday, so I know it's gonna take a while for y'all to get in here. I don't know why Wednesdays, everything moves so slow on Wednesdays. I don't know why, but it does. One second. We got 21 in here already. Oh, the street is lean. When you say I'm lean, I'm lean. What do you mean street is lean? Y'all come on off here, man. Let's get this thing going. But say street is lean. Morning breath show, 6:23 p.m. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, man? Y'all come on off of here, man. What's good? About to talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. First thing first, get these things paid. IOD squad, man. Posted yesterday, we had something up 168%. Y'all want to get on the IOD squad? Hit us up 786-459-495. That's trading crypto. Oh man, the crypto prices was just crazy. So like BOGO at Publix or something. What's going on, 305? For the course, I think we got 2 more spots still left for the course. The course where that's live trading, me, you, one-on-one. I think it's taking maybe 6 people in the course. Y'all text us 786-459-499 to get into the course. That should start late September, early October. We in this thing, man. Listen. I wanna. Let me take my glass up for this. I want to talk about. I'm gonna get on my soapbox and talk about early playing time with freshmen. And if you know any freshmen need to hear this, go ahead and send it to them right now, because I'm going to touch a few things. I'm going to touch on a few things. Let me see. Make sure I ain't got no echo. Y'all hear echo? Am I clear? Make sure there's no echo. I'm going to touch on a few things, man, about early playing time. And I'm going to talk to some of these freshmen. Believe me, I totally understand it, right? I get it. I get it. I get it. I talk about it all the time. A lot of y'all were stars in youth football. Y'all were stars in high school, right? I understand. Stars in youth football, stars in high school, and then you get to college and you're being coached by different people. Things are different. But you're not used to sitting on the bench. Let me touch a few points for you and see if we can get you to look at it a different way. And if not, I mean, do what you got to do. But here's a few things. When you go from high school, being the man, whatever, 4-star, 5-star, whatever you are, and you get thrown into college, you're going from a smaller pond to a bigger pond. A bigger pond with a lot of moving things going on around it. There's a lot of moving parts going on around it. It's business. It's business. It's relationships. It's a lot going on. It's not like high school or youth football where you were the man and the coach paid your mama light bill, and that's it. It's a lot going on. Politics. So I say that to say, young freshmen, listen. One thing Adrian James said to me. Shout out to Synergy Sweets right here in the corner right here. I see Synergy Sweets. One thing Adrian James said to me when I sat down with him was that when he got to UM, he had time. Because that was the time when Miami just was loaded. I mean, Miami had a bunch of backs. He said when he got there, he wasn't in a rush because he knew he had time. He knew he had 3 years. He knew he had 3 years. Couldn't go nowhere. So he said he wasn't in a rush. Go check out my interview with Adrian James. He said he wasn't in a rush. He knew he had time. I want y'all to understand that y'all have time, freshmen. I know this is the first time in your life you ever had to be patient on the football field. Let me tell you, ain't gonna be the last. Won't be the last. Won't be the last time you have to be patient in life. I talk about stocks all the time. It's all based on patience. So the first thing is you have time. That guy you want to take snaps from, he may not have as much time. And it's going to come full circle. So now, you got coaches that's trying to manage this thing. You have some talented kids. One behind the other may be close, may not be as talented. But the freshman has time. We're gonna keep coming at home. The freshman has time. Because you have time to change your focus. And this is what I mean. In life, you never want to focus on things that you can't control. Never. It's like being a dead horse. You never ever want to focus on things you can't control. Ever. The coach actually putting you in the game, you can't control that. What you do in practice, what you do in practice, what you do after practice, the extra time you put in, all of that stuff you can control. Focus on the things you can control. Create some goals for yourself. 225. You know you're going to eventually have to lift that. Everything in the combine. If you're good enough, you're eventually going to take that test. Start working on it. Try to get faster at the 40 time. Try to add some stuff to your technique. You want to change your focus from those things you can't control to those things you can control. A lot of times I talk about what's going on with Shelby Kane. A lot of times I talk about the wide receiver transfer from Buffalo when he came in. And he came in and every day he was catching balls after practice. Every day. Every day he was catching balls after practice. His arm is after the game, thumb wrap. Every day he was catching balls after practice. Eventually, KJ Osborne, my big dog, KJ Osborne. And I was like, dang, he came here to play. We got wide receivers already. That boy got big balls every day, catching balls after practice, every day. Manny Diaz started talking about it. He ended up on the field. He won Pittsburgh. I was standing in front of the play when he won at Pittsburgh game. I was standing right there in front of the play at Pittsburgh game. He won Pittsburgh game for us. He really did. He ended up being, if not our top wide receivers, one of the top wide receivers we had, probably the best thing we had. And I watched him work himself right into the lineup. And then I watched him work himself into perfection. And I watched him, you know what I'm saying? I watched it. I watched this stuff happen at real time. Let me see something. I watched it happen at real time. Work himself right into the lineup. I typed in KJ Osborne Footballville. And it came up when we was at the Columbus game on the sideline. Oh, I may have found something. Yeah, I watched him work himself right into the lineup through hard work. That's it. I don't know if he was doing it to show off. I don't know if he was doing it for the coaches. But I don't know if it's something he just had in him. I don't know. But I watched him make it happen. I was standing right there, recording with a cell phone. I was standing right there. Yeah, I remember this. I want y'all to recognize who's on the field with him. Recognize who's on the field with him. Watch this. Y'all recognize who's on the field with him? They were there. They saw it. So listen, I watched this man work himself into the lineup. Young freshman, change your focus and focus on the things that you can control. And number 3, that's freshmen across the country, dog. One of the best wide receivers, who I thought was the number 1 wide receiver coming out in the country, Ja'Cory Brooks. I'm not sure if he's played yet. I'm not sure if I see it look like he's on the field every now, but he didn't play against us. JoJo Earl did. Ja'Cory Brooks didn't play against us. Leary didn't play against us. Ja'Cory Brooks didn't play against us. And Leary didn't play against us. 2 of the top wide receivers in the nation. Period. Let me see. Two of the top wide receivers in the nation. Posting pictures of them walking to the. They posted pictures of them and they said walking through the tunnel and stuff. Basically waiting their turn. Now you're gonna say that's a different situation. Look, Leary said it right here. This is a weird picture too. I asked him why he had on orange earphones, and he has a UN book in his hand. Very weird picture. But this is Ja'Cory Brooks back here. This is Leary. He wouldn't tell me what the book was. I asked him. The greatness can't be in a rush. Stand down, screaming trust. Freshmen across the nation, listen, are trusting the process. I'm not saying you have to, but what I'm saying is that let's go back to the first thing. You have time. You can't go anywhere. To get where you're trying to go, you got 3 years. You got time. These are 2 of the best wide receivers I covered that year. They're waiting. And selling them, and they got players over there, and they want that up. Takes me to my last point. My last point is this. You come in a 4-star, maybe even a 5-star. Sophomore year, you get nicked up, you out for a season, you come back, that you kind of player, you're trying to get yourself together. You look up, it's your junior, senior year, right? My God, COVID happened. The number 1 safety in the nation, James Williams, happens to come to Miami. This is what I'm saying. Now you're in 2 or 3 years. Let's say you're teetering in the NFL. They're looking at you. You're not sure. You got to make it happen this year. Things got a little rough for you. the number one player in the nation, a top player, a beast comes in, freshman. He checks in at your position. Miami gets him somehow. Somehow Miami get him. Whatever school you at. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying Miami just to be saying, because that's the school I root for. Whatever school you at, Miami, Pitt, Oregon, a beast comes in at your position. He's a freshman. You've been here 3 years. You've been nicked up. You didn't expect none of that stuff to happen, but now you're getting back healthy, and you got to get to the league with this year left. The year starts off slow for you. You got the beast. You remember how you was as a freshman. He licking his chops. He ready to go. Do coach take snap from you to give it to the boy with time? Let me know. Should coach take snap from you, who have no time left, to give it to the one with time, because he may be better? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know, because it happens fast. You know what I'm saying? It happens fast. So let me know. What should coach do? See, in 2 or 3 days, that could be you, and then you'll realize the dilemma. I'm not saying this is everybody's situation. I'm not saying this is everybody's situation at all. What I'm saying is every situation is different, but also one thing I know freshmen have on their time is time. And one thing in life we have to have is patience. Because listen to me, I'm finna talk to you now. I have seen freshmen come in with that attitude, get themselves kicked off the team, and never play football again. Because you don't realize how delicate this moment is right now. You don't realize how it has went from playing football for fun to business. And you don't realize it. You don't realize that you're at the top of the hill. Either you're going to keep climbing or you may fall over. I've seen, listen, I saw a freshman actually just week in, week out get pissed and how he wasn't playing. And then after a big game, he was sitting on the side looking pissed. And the team had won. Later that week, he got himself kicked off the team. I don't think he ever played football again. This is a critical point in your life where you just went from a boy to a man, and a lot of y'all don't realize it. This ain't Gwen Cherry. This ain't the OG Ducks. This ain't Maryland Heat. You ain't at the park no more. You ain't finna get chance after chance, pound after pound. No, sir. You're talking about business. They outside trying to recruit somebody for your position right now. This is business. You have to be careful how you handle this moment. Because this shit could be over. It could be over. Am I saying kiss somebody's ass? What I'm saying is, sometimes in life, you got to play the game to get where you're going. When I went to Marine Corps boot camp, I went up there talking I was from Miami. I'm from Miami. I ain't that, man. I'm going to formation late, and man, I'm from Miami, man. And I realized I couldn't beat the system. After maybe 2 years of them beating me down, I couldn't beat the system. I realized that if I just did what they said and flowed under the radar, I could do whatever I wanted to do. But I had to handle business first. Man, I'm not saying any one of y'all are not handling business. I ain't saying that you're not better than the person in front of you. That ain't even what I'm talking about. There's a game here to be played. You're here for a purpose. You got a goal. You know where you're trying to go. You better sit down and think it through. And slowly pay attention to what's going on around you. Right now is a critical time. It's not time to be emotional. It really isn't. And the last thing is, everything begins in the mind. If you're walking around pouting, if you're mad, if you're angry, there's no way you're thinking about your focus is playing. when you let your emotions control who you are, or control your day, it's only bothering you. It's only affecting you. Play get hurt. Hey, dude, come get in the game. Man. You was sitting on the sideline frowning the whole game. You're not focused. You ain't think about the game. Listen, man. Control your emotions. Control your mind. Control your time. Control what you're. I'm getting chopped up over here. You can't focus on those things you can't control so much to the point where you lose focus. It's been a long road, dog. You have to stay the course. You're being challenged with a life lesson of patience. That's what you're being challenged with. I get it. That crack don't like me, man. That crack don't like me. Try me. Ugh, I've been there before. It's your life. He's 50 years old. He ain't got nothing to do but play with you. You're trying to get somewhere. Sad to say, you need him. You're going to need his word. You're going to need what he say about you. Play the game. Be patient. If there's really a problem, then do what you got to do. Just know where you're going when you jump in the portal. That's still the answer in the end. But listen, man, I want to wish all y'all luck. But I'm here to tell you this: you ain't the first, and you won't be the last. If you've made it, it's game 3 and game 4 for your team. You've made it there, then you've made it past that point. Some players didn't even get to that point. But don't blow it, dog. It's right now. It's really delicate for you. That's my rant on that. I know y'all got 1,000 questions in here. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got 1,000 questions here. Say that boy here dropping gems. Listen, bro. I done seen too many come home. Last NFL draft, man, I found myself crying because I thought about Jamel Cook, Miami Central, went off to USC, couldn't get himself together, went to South Carolina. A girl said he beat her, lied, sent them to jail, never got in school again. Before Aubrey Hill died, I was trying to get Butch Davis to get him in school. He couldn't measure it up. A couple months later, Aubrey Hill died. I know Jamel was an NFL player. I know for a fact he was an NFL player. He home. Shit ain't promised to nobody. It ain't promised to nobody. Once you get there, it's business. You got to treat it as such. I've seen too many come home, dog. Too many come home and realizing that all their life, all they did was play football, and that's all they know. Treat it as business, dog. Treat it as business. All that emotional, man, you got time. That's something them dudes in front of you don't have. Listen, bro. Heard De'Aaron King got 1,000 things wrong with him. That's what I heard. Heard De'Aaron King got fouled to his shoulder, arm in the sling, thumb wrap, ankle versus back, all type of stuff going on. So y'all been calling for the young guys. Y'all gonna see them, goddamn it. Let me read some of these. Yeah, man. I usually don't start the show off like that, but I need to more. You say Hightower Reading. What's going on with these wideouts at YMG and IMG? I thought Hightower could play, man. I don't know. They were saying that he was slow or something. I thought he could play. KJ was a hard worker before he got to the U. Leonard Taylor sitting behind booty chicks right now. That could be true, dog. Like the guys in front of Leonard Taylor may not be productive, but Leonard Taylor has to manage Leonard Taylor and play the game. You got to play this game smart, dog. You got to play it smart. It's hard to watch people in front of you underperform on a losing team and you can't get in. Yeah, but you got time. You got time. You can't let it get to you to the point where you Yeah, well, when you disrupting the team, or bro. Listen, I done seen it, man. I saw the wide receiver man just implode. What was his name with the dreads from Gulliver? Can't sit behind somebody that's featured on Come On Man. Man, y'all just crazy, man. Brooks can't argue against it's not the fact about the argument. It's the fact about that Brooks could have went a lot of colleges and started. Brooks could have came to Miami and probably been on the field. So that's what I'm saying. Like, he could have. Actually playing decent chance. What did Ford flash? I missed that. Should check out Bama Cuts when you have a time. Look for a gentleman by the name of Inky Johnson. I know who Inky Johnson is. I know what Bama Cuts is too. Brother Jay said he agreed. Tim Haggard said, you think Leonard Taylor pissed? Man, I think Leonard Taylor is beyond pistivity. I heard it's getting real ugly. I think he's beyond pistivity. Not saying who's right or wrong, but I mean, I think he's the highest rated defensive lineman we've had in a long time. I know he is. So listen, man, ESPN, I don't know if y'all can hear this. ESPN did a special about 2 hours ago. About 2 hours ago. And listen, check this out.
Miami back. I think, at least for now, we don't have to ban it because we know the answer. How about Miami recruiting? Take a look at this. Over the last 5 seasons, the Hurricanes have finished in the top 4 of the ACC, according to the annual ESPN 300 recruiting rankings. Miami also has had 3 of those classes rank in the top 15 of the SBS in that span. So it's interesting. Both of these schools, both of these storied programs, Des, having issues. Some of them almost don't make sense. But let's start with Miami and what you're seeing from the Hurricanes.
Now, I've been saying that forever. Haven't I been saying that? We've out-recruited everybody in the ACC. How do we not win it? She basically just said, listen, y'all killing it in recruiting. Like, what's going on? Like, it doesn't make sense that this thing's starting to rear its ugly head, dog.
I tell you what, Wendy, when I watch the Hurricanes play, there's such a lack of effort out there by guys. I want to talk about just general basic effort.
This is your boy D. Howe talking.
Effort. It's almost like these guys, they show up in Coral Gables and they just think that because this program is historically a strong program, that they're just going to fall into place and roll their helmets out there and be the Canes and be the youth. It seems like they're more
Well, they going in on us, man. They going in on us, man.
Things like the turnover chain. That was really cool for about a year and a half. But then after that, you guys got to get out there.
The turnover chain was only cool for a year and a half? Nah, man, it was cool longer than that, man. D. Howard tripping, man. He tripping. It was cool longer than a year and a half. D. Howard tripping, man. He tripping. A year and a half. D. Howard tripping, man.
So it seems like the thing is about, it's so much about symbolism, Luz, as opposed to substance, and they're not living up to the expectations based on their stars, whether they're 4 stars or 5 stars in their recruiting classes.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. And it begs the question, why are kids going to Miami? Do they think that being a...
That one hurt. Oh, look, he didn't say what I thought he said, but he said, why are kids going to Miami? That kind of hurt. That boy said apes in the chat. Boy, the apes up here. Boy, in here want to talk about Deuce Corn, the AMC, boy. We throwing little stocks around here too, man. We talk about the IOD squad. Come check us out.
Part of Miami's program is a fast track to the NFL. Is it because it's a symbol of individualism? Because it doesn't seem to me like these athletes, who are very good athletes, who are all recruited by Florida, Clemson, Georgia, Alabama, it doesn't seem to me like they're going there for the pride of making the University of Miami a national championship program. You look at this turnover chain and all of this. I go back to the Miami-Alabama game the first week of the season, and and they are getting thumped. They get a turnover, and they're running over, and they're hooting and hollering on the sideline about a stupid chain.
Darn, he called that chain stupid. Son of a... he called it stupid. Oh, man, the chain. Oh, man, we done got so bad. We done jacked the chain up by ourselves, dog. Oh, man. Damn.
Get the chain. How about you start playing football to a championship level? That to me, you're so right. It's a lack.
Man, listen, man. When we get our media guide, they can't just forget the chain. When we get our media guide, they have stats on the chain, bro. It's part of the culture now. It's part of the. They have stats on the chain, so they can't just stop giving it out. I mean, it's not just a taboo thing they do, dog. They have stats on it, like who got it, when they got it, how many times they got it.
Substance, it's style, it's all of this sort of thing. And when it comes to their current play, last week, 59 pass attempts, all right? 52 yards rushing for the Miami offense. I don't care who you're playing. That's not the recipe for success. It doesn't become
killing us on ESPN, man. I'm gonna stop saying us. Say killing them on ESPN. And then just to post salt on the rooms. Jalen Phillips out here talking about I didn't know what a cover 3 was last year. Phillips was very honest about transition from college and how he's learned he can't just bully guys or slap past them like he sometimes did before. Jalen Phillips said he didn't know what a cover 3 was. They just piling on now. I don't even know where they finding these quotes at. On the bright spot, man, Sam Brooks back at practice said he's doing A-OK. Man, if y'all know anybody need to hear that rant, man, shoot that rant to him. Because I know a lot of college kids need to hear it, man, and on the brink of doing something stupid. But yeah, Jalen Phillips out there just imploding out there in Miami. We get Sam Brooks back. I was asking my person, is he back at defensive end or linebacker? They say linebacker. Jonte say Phillips played DN. He didn't need to know what a cover 3 was. I checked with a few sources. They say he should have known what a cover 3 was. They said he should have known what a cover 3 was. Hey, well, you could play ball your whole life and not know what a cover. Man, you could play ball your whole life and not know what a real running play is, and then you could be on the offensive line. You could do it, Don. You could do it. Now, a lot of these winning programs, some of them have their own little systems. I wish Lebertard was on there. Told them to tell it the most disruptive tackle they got. They told us Leonard Taylor was the most disruptive tackle they got. Yeah, Leonard Taylor feels like he kills it in practice, and he feels like he kills it in practice, and yeah, he should be playing. I mean, just like a lot of them. But like I say, man, if you're the coach and you got a guy in front, right? Like, how many games do you get? How many games do you give Mallory dropping the ball before you sit him down? The next guy may come in and never get out on some old. Who did that, Aaron? Like Edgerrin James did to the guy that was before him. The next guy might come in and never sit down, like Marshall Faulk. Marshall Faulk, senior, got hurt. Marshall Faulk comes in the game and Rush was like 300 yards first time. Senior never got a chance to play again. Not as a starter. So Mallory them boys dropping the ball like that. Like how long do you give them before it's like, because the other guy has time. He has time. It's been started in interviews saying they haven't watched film. Nah, I don't believe that, Chris Young. Nah. I'll be at the interviews, Chris Young. Nah. I heard somebody say Nah, that ain't true. Chris, that ain't true, man. Because if that was true, Chris, listen, okay, if that was true, the media would be on libet right after the interview. That's not true. I remember what's the name said they hadn't watched film yet, but it wasn't even the week of yet. But Manny don't got time. Well, I think the LT thing, I think it's something personal there. I think something going on there. Because you're right. He could have got a snap. Like my homeboy T said, you put your arm around him, you say, hey, listen, you're gonna go line up over the big number 38 or number 67, and then you're gonna kill them all with the ball. And then LT gonna look at him and be like, which one of them over referee? I forgot how Muhammad Ali tell that joke about Foreman, about George Foreman. He thought George Foreman sitting in the corner was like, hey, when they say D, man, George Foreman said, which one of them over the referee? Because I'm going to kill the other motherfucker. But yeah, he said you could just put your arm around LT and be like, hey, listen, go line up over the tackle and you're going to go get the quarterback. And LT be like, which one the quarterback? Which one the referee? Because I'm going to kill the other motherfucker. Hey. But yeah, you're right. I mean, they could do that. So there's something. I mean, there may be something. Like I said, it's just like the stock market. Just like the stock market. Matter of fact, you want to get involved, the number scrolling at the bottom, 459-499 now. We got classes and we got the platform. It's just like the stock market. You have technical things that happen, and then you have things that happen you can't control. The Fed talking. Donald Trump getting on the stand and Donald Trump talking to the people and saying something to make the company go up or down. Those are things you can't control. You know what I'm saying? There's things that go on the team you can't control. We don't know what Leonard Taylor has done. And we talked about that the other day. Like maybe Leonard Taylor has done something. Sometimes there's some things we just don't know. And we're just talking. And that's when they just have to ignore that's why they just ignore us sometimes. Because sometimes there's some things they don't know. Why is Rooster suspended for 4 games? 4 games? Avante only got 5. We know what he did. 4 games? 4? Why? There's things that happen that we sometimes don't know about. And that's just being real. So yeah, we can't always sit here and judge and act like we know. We don't always know. And if I sit up here and told you I did, I'd be lying to you. I really would. So yeah, man. I was looking at Love Dorsey in the Trap. Y'all go to Facebook, check out Love Dorsey, man. She's like a hood psychiatrist, dog. She be spitting some reals. Love Dorsey is her name. It's a bigger issue than LT playing. Saban take the hands on the player because he know the kid will develop. Manny doesn't have the track record. Give Manny directions to his next job at Shooter Steakhouse. Yeah, man, but I'm still on, man. Y'all read that. Y'all read the thing about Blake James and the president don't want to do nothing with sports. He gave it all to Blake James. And yeah, man, until they get that fixed, Blake James and the president, until they get all that fixed, man, just let Manny stay where he at, dog, because they're just going to hire another Manny, dog. Like, unless they get a board of people together. I hear a couple old timers saying they may get a group together and go down there. But yeah, until they fix that, just let it go ahead ride, dog. Because I don't see them hiring anybody. I don't see them making any effort to get anybody significant enough that we're gonna be like, oh yeah, get him, bring him in here. Anybody we ever think they're gonna hire, they never hire. Never. They never hire them. Anybody we think they're gonna hire, they never hire. So I don't even want to see them go through the process anymore, man. Don't waste my time until they fix that part. Like I told y'all, the last 4 head coaches, the last 4 out of 5 head coaches, none of them was ever a head coach again. God bless Manny Soul. Manny Diaz is a good guy. I don't think anybody in the ACC or the SEC or the Big 10, Big 12, whatever, would have hired Manny as a head coach when we hired him. But we did. Were we closer to him? Did we know? Yeah. I mean, but I don't think anybody else would hire him. But we did. And some of the things he's doing, I think he's learning on the job. Part 2 of Earl Little Jr. dropped for the platinum members. I think that's the highest level of member. It's a few of y'all out there. They got to watch part 2 of Earl Little Jr. Listen, man, here's the course. Somebody asked me about the course and what it was. They got a little confused. We got the course and we got the platform, man. The course is 1, 2, or 6 months. You're going to sit down live and I'm going to teach you what I know about picking stocks, trading, how to know when stock's going to turn around, how to know when something turns into a play. That's what the course is. I'm going to do that one-on-one live with y'all guys. 2 more spots left for the course. Give me a text, 786-405-9499. Now, the ILD squad, the platform, that's one I've always talked about before I came up with the course. The one I've always talked about. That's for the players. We put you on the platform. You get to see what we are doing. You get to see what we're picking. We say, hey, listen, man, we just brought some 88. Or listen, man, we just sold this and got into this. Or listen, man, we're going to get into WKPS at $10 and we're going to sell it at $12. And y'all see, we put it in here. Y'all see, we be winning. We be winning. We be putting it in here and we be winning. You know what I'm saying? So 786-405-9499. Listening to Flow Motion Real Talk. Rick wasn't a good hire. Was Mark Rick a good hire? I think the name was. That was the best we ever did. I think the name was. You know what was wrong with the Mark Rick hire? It was too old. It was the end. You see, he was too old. So that's when we're willing to get somebody. That's when we're willing to get somebody. When it's at the end. They come here and go to Miami and get a couple million for a couple of years. And drink some bourbon and chill on the beach. They come here at the end. Yeah, so that's what made the hire back. The name was a good name. But it was as if we would go get Butch Davis now. Butch Davis is kind of old now, even though I heard he was still sharp. So the name was a good hire. But the timing on it was horrible. Obviously, it was horrible. Right. Rick was at the end of his career. Right. Then so they kind of made it worse, man. I think the only coach that left here to go be a head coach again was, I always say 4 out of 5, because somebody did get a head coaching job. Randy didn't. Al Golden didn't. Rick didn't. Shannon didn't. Coker was the only one who went on to be a head coach, and he went to go be a head coach at Sisters of the Blind, battered women's shelter or something. I don't know. Right, y'all so smart, dog. Right, he the only one who went on to be a head coach again for the Sisters of the Poor, I don't know, Southwest Pure Leaf State or something like that, man. I don't know. So yeah, none of our coaches we hired were ever head coaches again. Think about that, man. So listen, man. I just got my kids back, so I'm gonna go ahead and spend some time with my kids. Y'all ain't never seen my kids because I'm always fighting for them. I just got them back. I'm here talking to y'all, playing with y'all. I'm gonna spend some time with my kids, man. Listen, if y'all Want to get involved with this market, man. We got 2 more days left in the week. I want to get involved with this market. Hit me up, 786-459-9499. Just say you want the course or you want to get on the ILD squad. Which if you buy the course, you'll be a part of the ILD squad. But I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I know the difference. One of them Texas teams take care of Street Intro. Antoine, them boys in here. Boy, we got apes in here today, man. Let's listen, man. We got apes in here today, man. Want to talk a little bit of stocks, man? Hold on, man. We got apes in here today. Let's talk a little bit of stocks. Let me give y'all something. Something. You know, give y'all something. Got some apes in here, man. If y'all don't know what the apes is, man, the apes is a long drawn out story about AMC. About AMC and AMC. Long story. Yeah, I'll get into it later. But it's a long story about AMC movie theater. And AMC movie theater thinking about taking Dogecoin, which put Dogecoin up a little bit today. Got some apes in here, man. Talk a little bit of stocks. Y'all got the number to the court, man. 786-459-495. Get out of here, man. Talk a little bit of AMC. Bam! What we got going on here? Let's see. See all the little indicators of. So we got AMC sitting at $40. AMC sitting at $40. I think it was like 38. Let's see. I think it was like 38 when the day started or something. I don't know. AMC very volatile. But AMC, man, half the world is sitting on AMC right now, waiting to get rich. Waiting to get rich. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all can see this chart. How good y'all can see this chart? Real quick lesson. AMC touched $37, right? It touched $37. It came down, down $37. Like, oh Lord, it's under 40, and it's crying, and then it bounced, and now it's going back up, right? It's at $40. But this is how you can find bounce. This is how you can find when something bounces. It's called support and resistance. AMC came down to $37. Then you go over here, and you was like in August the 18th, 37 was like a resistance. All this right here was like a resistance. It was like a resistance right here. This little area right here. So, because that means it was coming up and then it kept going back down. It was a resistance. That means they were to get here and then people will sell and to go back down. It's a resistance. So it came up and then it broke the resistance on August the 23rd and it headed all the way up, So when it comes back down and it hits this $37 mark again, that's called a support. At that point, you can say, hey, this may turn around at 37 because there's people buying and selling right here at this point. So that's how you count on when stock's going to stop and turn around. It hit the support, boom, headed back up $40. Quick lesson on AMC, man. Listen, the AMC thing is real, man. When it's going to happen, I don't know, man. But the AMC thing is real. I don't think it's going to get to $1,000. Nothing crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? But I think it has to squeeze at some point in time. And I'll talk to y'all about the squeeze a little later. We'll get into that a little later and explain to y'all about the squeeze and hedge funds and all that stuff. But shout out to the apes, bro. Y'all up in this piece. I'm Dio. Sheba is on Webull now. Yep, Sheba went kind of crazy last week. I'm D, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Go hug my kids, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm out.